Technology, economics, culture. You need all three in order to build, a data-driven or value-driven organization. What's the most important if there is one, and how do you start?
Culture is probably the most important. And here's the reason why. You can build really impressive data lake. You can build very impressive AI models. You can deliver propensity models that tell you which customers are going to leave, who's going to buy what products, what machines are going to break down. But if you can't act and learn from those, then everything is a waste. And so culture bridges that gap between the outputs that come from the technology and the outcomes that actually drive the results. And so what I believe is important, especially around culture, is how do you build a culture of empowerment? To me, culture is all about empowerment. You can't have senior executives who think that they know all the right answers. That's not a culture. That's a king ruling down on everybody else, right? And what you need to put in place is a meritocracy, right? Of where the best ideas come from the people who are probably closest to the problem. That is a culture of empowerment, and empowerment starts by the senior executives giving up some of their power. Empowerment is powerful, and if you can bring the technology, the economics, and the culture of empowerment together, then in the middle, what happens is you drive true innovation. That's where innovation happens. If you only have three legs or two of those three legs in your stool, you can't have innovation. But you bring those three together, now you've gone from transforming a culture of empowerment into a culture of innovation where people are having these might moments, trying different things, trying to figure out what are the best places for creating new sources of product, customer, and operational value.
Absolutely. And I feel like culture is growing in recognition. Before it was more about technology, a little bit about economics, but more in the sense of cutting costs as much as you can. But now culture is starting really to become important and to be understood as an important factor in a project.
I couldn't agree more. I'm less bullish on what's happening culture-wise. I see, especially in the pandemic, where organizations, instead of trying to empower their people to innovate out of the economic fallout from the pandemic, I see executives instead bringing things in. I mean, what's the first thing they do? They lay off people, all right? They go through the BS of telling people our most important asset is our people. And the minute they get in trouble, what do? They let go of the people, right? The people who are the source of solving the problems they face, the frontline people, they haven't empowered them to actually drive the change necessary to get through the pandemic and the economic situation. So I think culture is one of these things that people talk about, executives, they brag about it, but when times get tough, we know this from people as well, when times get tough, the true character of people and of organizations show. And by golly, these last 9 months, we have seen the true nature of many organizations.